My name is Scott Christie. We run the Glasgow North territory. So we've been doing that for just about 8 years now. I'd spent all of my selling life in the packaging industry. I was at a point in time when I was thinking of doing something else. My wife and I were planning to visit some friends, and on the way we decided we would call on her cousin, John and Linda Welsh, who owned the Newcastle branch. And then when they started describing what they were doing, it sounded as if it would be quite interesting for us to do. What's involved to get this off the ground and up and running, and then to a certain level, is that you have to be a relatively practical person. It takes a fair amount of time and commitment. When we're doing our preparation for it, John and Linda at Newcastle were very helpful, and obviously the head office. All the franchises I think pretty much are on as what they call lifestyle businesses. So yeah, if you get it right, it is a good business model. Work very hard at building a strong team. So we have 3 guys here that have been with us 5 years or more. Very quickly in the early stages of lockdown, we found out about things like furlough and government grants, on COVID business support. We did have a very close liaison with franchise, with head office and with our health and safety provider. So when in the lead up to lockdown, it started to look like we were going to have to close all these things, close down and what have you. That was a pretty scary and traumatic day. Being a franchise, you always have somebody to go and ask the question. Our proudest moment so far, because I think we've only, in our 8 years of trading, we've only shrunk year on year once, and it was by 4%. So to go from that position, 2018, to recover our position in 2019, to then clean up at the conference, we just made up for it and won everything, to the point it was getting slightly embarrassing. That was a pretty proud moment, and it was also proud in terms of we've brought our son into the business for succession planning going forward. If you're going to do your own business separate from a franchise, well, that's fine. But if you're going to come in and operate on a franchise model, you have to operate it, and we were successful in doing that.